Sing with me, sing for the year, sing for the laughter, sing for the tear. Sing with me, it's just for today, maybe tomorrow, good Lord take you away. Sing with me, sing for the year, sing for the laughter, sing for the tear. Sing with me, it's just for today, maybe tomorrow, the good Lord will take you away. Dream on, ladies and gentlemen, dream on. Yesterday's video I made about the UNLV campus, that was supposed to be a few-part video, but I ran into an old friend of mine, and I'll get to that in a second. But this video right here, you can see the length of it. I'm going to be all over the place. I don't even know what I'm going to name it. I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but I got a lot to say. But like the man said in the video, in the song, Aerosmith, you never know when your last day is, man. You know what I mean? And I was down on that campus yesterday, and it was sad. It was sad. And I wanted to talk about the debates with Vivek Ramaswamy and stuff, and I was going to break the video up and talk about it later, but I ran to a friend of mine, an old friend of mine from back home in Rochester, New York. She was in town. And by the way, there's a lot of people in town this weekend. I got 3 people that watch my channel that's in town, and I also have a couple of family members, and I have some friends that are in town as well. So this is going to be probably a busy weekend for me, hopefully. And guys, if I don't get to see you sometimes when you come here, because I know, Las Vegas is a big trip for you, and it used to be for me too before I moved here. But, I'm a busy guy, and I'm only one person, and I don't live like on the strip. I live away from the strip. So, I don't like to go down there too much. I was there yesterday. But it's just too crazy down there, and I know a lot of people that come to visit stay in that area. So, but I really appreciate it when you ask me to see me, and when somebody that is a viewer of my channel, they see me for the first time, and I get a little bit of a reaction from them. It's cool, man. It's really cool because I'm just a regular guy just holding the phone in my hand. But anyways, let me talk to you about Vivek Ramaswamy real quick. Oh, before I get into that. Before I forget, I was getting some gas earlier, and I ran into a young lady, very, very nice young lady. I'm not going to say your name. And if you're watching the video, welcome to the channel, and God bless you, okay? I could see she was at the gas pump, the other one with me, and I started talking to her because I'm on a mission, guys. I'm on a mission to wake these people up. You guys know that. I'm also a self-proclaimed freedom fighter. I love God. I love my family. I love my country. I love freedom, and I'm a self-proclaimed Bitcoin educator now. And that's how I introduced myself to her. And I never said that to anybody before. And I guess I am on a low level. And when I was talking to her, I could see the sadness in her eyes. I can just see it. And she's a bilingualist. She speaks Spanish and English. And I was talking to her and stuff, and I was talking to her about the money situation and everything else. She said, yeah, it's tough out here. It's tough on everybody now. And so I had her download one of the Bitcoin wallets, and I zapped her some sats, and she asked me what that was, and I told her what a Satoshi is. And what a Satoshi is, for those of you that don't know, it's not a cryptocurrency. A Satoshi is a small unit of Bitcoin. I don't buy any cryptocurrencies, ladies and gentlemen. I don't mess with Ethereum, Solana, Cardano. Cardano, I think they're the same thing. Litecoin, any of that stuff. I don't mess with no alternative coins or no ship coins. Bitcoin only for me. I'm a Bitcoin maximalist. And as you watch these videos in 2024, you'll see why. But what a Satoshi is, it's named after the person that made Bitcoin. The pseudonym name of Satoshi Nakamoto, him, her, or they. And I'm not talking about pronouns. We don't know if it's one person, a man, a woman, a group, we don't know. But they did a very good job back in 2008 disguising their identity and making this incredible, I think, species-saving technology that I'm dedicating my life to. And it's tough because I'm swimming upstream, ladies and gentlemen. I'm swimming upstream because, as you guys know, I started as a precious metal channel, and now I'm switching over to this, and it's tough. But anyways, a Satoshi is a divisible unit of Bitcoin. There are 100 million Satoshis in one Bitcoin. Just like $1 is not a dollar, it's 100 pennies or 10 dimes or 20 nickels or 4 quarters, 2 50-cent pieces. That's what a Satoshi is. It's a very divisible unit of account of Bitcoin. Because right now Bitcoin is like 43, 44,000, whatever it is. As of this recording, this video changes all the time. But I gave her some sats. And again, she asked me what it was, and I told her. And I can just see the sadness in her eyes when I started talking about money and stuff like that. Especially for a woman like her, because she's got some kids. And you could tell she's doing the right thing, man. You know? But she was lied to, just like all of us. You know, she works hard, and she just don't understand how she can't keep up. And that's why I keep fighting, man. You know, I may be getting my grandson here in the next few days. I don't know. That's still up in the air. But if I get him, obviously you'll see him, and he'll be with me. From the time I wake up, from the time I go to bed, I'm gonna have that little boy. And he's one of the many reasons I fight. One of the main reasons I fight out here every day, and I'll never give up. And to see that young lady today, it was sad. There's a lot of people that are sad out here, man. You got to know people's incentives when you talk to people. And I was watching Vivek Ramaswamy and them attacking them, and I just listen to certain people, and everybody's got an incentive. Let me tell you mine. My incentive is I'm one of God's children. And I work for him. And I'm a leader of my family. And I love the United States of America. I love my country. And I serve my country. And now that I know the truth about what's going on with this money, I got to do the best I can to wake up people about politics and the money system. I went to college when I was in my late 30s, early 40s for finance because I always wanted to be rich. I tried all these different network marketing companies and all this stuff, and I went to school for finance because if you want to be a cook, you go to school for, you know, cooking or culinary. If you want to be a lawyer, you go to law school. You want to be rich, you learn about money. So I went to the finance. I took finance. I wanted to be a personal financial advisor for people. I quickly found out that the fiat system I was learning is not the one I want to teach. And I quit school with like 15 credits left because I didn't feel comfortable telling people to get stocks and bonds and, you know, the traditional stuff. And this is before I got into gold and silver in 2020. This is like 2016, 2017 I stopped. But then when I found out, because I've always been a curious person, I've always been that person at school that asks why we have to do this or why we learn about that. That's just the way I was, and I still am. And you got to be curious. You got to stay curious. And in order to learn different things, you got to go the opposite direction. That's why I know right now, even with my precious metal stackers who are trying to get to the same destination as me, I'm swimming upstream with those guys because they feel like buying gold and silver is the way. And I'm not saying it's not the way. I'm not saying it's the wrong way. All I'm saying is I think it was the best way until 2009 happened. And I didn't know that, but now that I do, you know, I can't get hooked on the way to get there. In other words, I have a goal. Whether I want to lose weight or, you know, get to one of these destinations or something. If my car breaks down or that diet doesn't work, that doesn't mean I stop doing what I'm doing. I just try another diet and get another vehicle or walk or whatever I got to do. But the goal hasn't changed. Just the vehicle. And in my opinion, based on my research, Bitcoin is the biggest, fastest, strongest most powerful vehicle there is to get to my goal. And I'm gonna fight every single day to make sure people know it. On this channel, everyone knows pretty much that the money system is broken. But that's my opening to people that don't know, the normies out there, the people that have been lied to and fooled and still listen to the mainstream media or don't watch anything at all and don't know who their elected officials are or selected officials are. All these politicians, aka these prostitutes, that they're being lied to and everything else. And the money printer, every time they print a dollar, they're debasing their currency and they're stealing their energy from them. They don't know that. And I feel like I'm a man on a mission. Now, I don't know how long I'm gonna be doing this, but I'm definitely gonna do it until Bitcoin is more of a mainstream thing. And with this Bitcoin ETF coming out, it's definitely gonna be a mainstream thing. But my friend that came into town, because after I did that UNLV video, she had called me, or no, she sent me a message and I saw it. So I went out to lunch with her and we went downtown, downtown Las Vegas, and I orange pilled her. And what orange pilling means is, you know how they say in the Matrix, take the red pill or the blue pill? In other words, you know, do you want to wake up to the system or not? You know, if you take the red pill, you know, you'll do this. If you take the blue pill, you do that. And Neo got the choice from the guy from the Matrix, I forget his name. But he decided to take the pill that he's not going back to the lies anymore. Well, with the orange pill, what that is that it wakes you up to the fake monetary system. Because Bitcoin is so much like being, you know, when you become orange pilled, or even when you buy gold and silver, it's you wake up and you realize that the world is a lot like the Matrix. You know what I mean? It really is. So I orange pilled her. I gave her some Satoshis. From now on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have people subscribe to my channel, not for selfish reasons, but for reasons of they can connect to the person that gave them the Satoshis, and they can be familiar with me. Because I'm not going to lie to you, and I'm going to just be honest, because I'm not no victim, or I'm not with any racism or something like that. You guys know that. And I'll get to that in a second. But I'm a fairly large black man, okay? And I'm fully aware of that. So when I come up to a stranger and I say, hey, you want some free Bitcoin? Let's just say that doesn't go off. That doesn't go too well, right? So I have to, you know, do a different approach, because I'm a soft-spoken, nice guy when you get to know me. And, you know, I try to talk to him and break him down and let him know that I'm not going to hurt him or anything like that. Kind of a gentle giant, I guess. Big teddy bear, I've been called. And explain to him about the money and how it's broken and stuff like that. And then I asked them if they heard of Bitcoin. And if they have, not one person never told me they haven't. They all have. They just don't know what it is. And it's my job to tell them what it is. Even with you guys, I got to tell you. So I got to work at that, you know. So I got to download a wallet for them and zap them some sats and get them on their journey. And then once they watch me a little bit, because I'm just the introducer, or I give them the introduction, because I'm not an expert. I haven't even been in for a full cycle yet. And a full cycle of Bitcoin is 210,000 Satoshis. 210,000 blocks, excuse me. But what I do is I introduce them to the people in the videos and the instructors and the Bitcoin experts that I watch, and let them go on their journey like I did, because it does take some work to learn that. And my friend that was here, I orange pilled her, sent her some videos. I'm gonna make a top 10 list of YouTubers or people that I think that can teach you Bitcoin the best. And spoiler alert, number one is Bitcoin University, Matthew Kratter. I've learned so much from his channel and that man. It's ridiculous. Funny story real quick. I used to watch Matthew Cratter's show when it was called Traders University before he became Bitcoin University and before he got really into Bitcoin. And I used to watch his stuff for real estate and trading and stocks and all this other stuff, right? And so I remember when he started talking about Bitcoin, and you know, he kept talking more and more about it because I was going to buy some and trade it too. So I've done a little trading, got into the Forex, and you know, we tried everything, of course. But then he just kept talking about Bitcoin. Now, I respected this guy so much because I learned a lot from him. You know what I mean? I mean, this man has a lot of experience in those kind of things. And I trusted him. And the more and more I listened to him month after month, the more and more I'm like, man, this guy, all he's talking about is Bitcoin now. So I left him alone for like a year. I didn't watch his videos. But then when I started getting into precious metals, I would get recommended to him and I'd go back to it and I'd watch him and he's still talking about Bitcoin. So I said, just let me listen. And I would listen to him. I remember I listened to Rob Sultan. Rob Sultan was one of the people that got me really thinking about Bitcoin. He's a precious metal dealer and he has a lot of silver. He's a big silver guy. And I made a video about him talking about Rob Sultan for president. I think I did it in 2021. Guy I look up to, guy I respect a lot. Even he, as a metals like connoisseur, this guy had more metals than anybody I know, was talking about Bitcoin. I'm like, what the hell is going on here, right? And then I would listen to other things because, you know, once you get down the gold and silver rabbit hole and you start learning about printing money and the money system, it just leads you to Bitcoin. That's why you guys are probably here. And so finally, I'm just like, wow. And I just started getting into it. And then February 24th, I'll never forget this, February 24th, 2021, I bought Litecoin first. I bought Bitcoin. I think I bought Solana, Ethereum, that stuff. And then 2 months later, as I'm learning more, I consolidated all my altcoins and put them into Bitcoin because I knew that this wasn't the way. It's a big difference. And again, I'll explain that in future videos. Boy, I go back to my old videos and I watch things I used to say and it's just completely different. You change based on the information. But when you listen to people, like I said earlier, about incentives, you got to know where they're coming from, you know. And when you hear me talking, that's where I'm coming from. When I said earlier, and I watched the debate the other day with Vivek Ramaswamy. He is a guy that I would pay to go see. Unfortunately, when he came to Las Vegas, I was really, really sick that day, and I was going to go see him, and I didn't go because I didn't want to get the man sick. Because it was a meet and greet. You can go up there and talk to him and stuff, and I just respect him too much. And full disclosure, I donate to Vivek Ramaswamy, and I donate to Donald Trump as well. I've donated to Donald Trump for a while, but I've been doing it less and less, I'm noticing. I still donate to him, though, don't get me wrong. But I donate more often, I guess more frequently, to Vivek Ramaswamy, who is a guy that the more I listen to, the more I like. I swear he kind of reminds me of Bitcoin. Because you come into it skeptical, just like I did Bitcoin. I thought everything, you know, Bitcoin's BS and blah, blah, blah. You know, just like everybody else till you get the information. The only difference between me now and me 3 years ago is the information. That's it. And when you guys, my precious metal stackers out there telling me all these things about Bitcoin, you know, the FUD I get, I completely understand. I don't get mad at you about it because I don't expect everybody to agree with everything I say and all that stuff. I'm a free speech absolutist. I would never block anybody or get mad at somebody because they don't agree with my stance. I just have to say, well, I have to just educate those people on Bitcoin. Now, I'm not saying I can't get educated, but if you're coming at me with an alternative coin or ship coin, you might as well save your breath. Because I know now, you know what I mean? And if you're telling me that something is better than Bitcoin or the next Bitcoin or precious metals are better than Bitcoin or Bitcoin's a scam or Michael Saylor is a billionaire, I don't trust him, or BlackRock is going to take over Bitcoin, that means I'm early. and I got a lot of work to do. That's all that means to me. I don't get mad about it. So back to Vivek Ramaswamy. When I watched that debate, which he's getting better and better at, by the way. If you haven't seen that video when he was 18 years old doing, I think it was a end of the year like speech at his high school, you just knew that guy was going to be special. He's just special. He's just one of those guys that's going to change the world, I believe, given the opportunity. And when you watch somebody as a candidate, whether it's a mayor, senator, Speaker of the House Representative, president, whatever. First of all, you gotta trust that person. And it took me a while to trust Vivek Ramaswamy. It did. But the more and more I watched him, because I looked at all the FUD, and not only did he answer all the FUD in videos, he resoundingly answered those FUDs and all those doubts. I have never seen a man, and he's inspires me in this way. I have never seen a man work as hard as him. Like I said before, when you vote for somebody, you want to trust them, you want to believe in their policies, and you want to know that they can do them. You want to see if they can do them. Do you believe that they can get these policies done? I believe that the establishment will fight against them, but I do believe in him. I really do. Again, do I think he's going to save the world? No. Do I think he can stop the dollar from crashing? No, but I think he can slow it down, though, with his plan. But he's a brave guy, man. But I've never seen a man, and he inspires me to work hard. And again, I have a little bit. You know, I don't have to work. I don't have to go out here and talk to these people and stuff like that. But Vivek Ramaswamy really doesn't have to go out here and try to be president and all like nothing like that. This is hurting him doing this. You know what I mean? He's losing money. He's spending money out of his own pocket. He's taking his time and effort and energy to go out here and just get absolutely lambasted and blasted by the media. After that A+ performance, I believe he did in the debate, where he just completely annihilated Nikki Haley. He just annihilated her. That reminded me of what Tulsi Gabbard did to what's her name, Kamala Harris. She just completely ended her career. What I mean by ended her career, I know she's the vice president. I'm talking about she will never get a job in politics again after this vice president. Nobody's even talking about her being the next president. And she's the vice president, by the way. That's her job, to be the next president. She is the reason Joe Biden's still in office, by the way. Because they had anybody, if you think Gavin Newsom was the vice president, you don't think Joe Biden would step down? Of course he would. She completely ended her career, Tulsi Gabbard. And that's what, to me, that's why, that's what Vivek Ramaswamy did to Nikki Haley. And just the same way they did in 2019 to Tulsi Gabbard, when Hillary Clinton came out here and said she's a Russian operative and, you know, bashed her and all this other stuff, they're doing the same thing to Vivek. As a Republican, if you are a Republican, I suggest you take a hard look at what you're watching as a Republican. And it depends on your policies, obviously, and we're all different. But again, I'm an American. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I'm for the red, white, and blue. I don't give a shit about the Bloods and the Crips. Fox News absolutely annihilated, or tried to annihilate, Vivek Ramaswamy. Just like CNN and everybody tried to do, and MSNBC tried to do with Tulsi Gabbard in 2019. The mainstream media, I don't care who it is, CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, they don't like truth. That's why they got rid of Tucker Carlson, Fox News. Also, did you know that Donald Trump had a town hall meeting with Fox News with Sean Hannity? I didn't know until it was over. You know why I didn't know? Because they don't want you to know. Sean Hannity has a lot of pull at Fox, and they can't fire Sean Hannity. They already fired Tucker Carlson. They're already tanking. And Sean Hannity is really good friends with Donald Trump. He's kind of like an ass kisser to him. I don't like Sean Hannity, though. I do like that he likes Donald Trump, but he's a neocon, and I don't trust him. And to me, he works with the three-letter agencies, and he attacks Vivek Ramaswamy. But he has a personal relationship with Donald Trump. So he likes that. So Donald Trump came on the show, the town hall meeting, no advertisement, no nothing. Fox News literally didn't want to make a lot of money to have the most famous man on the planet to do a town hall meeting because they don't like him. That's why. They don't want Donald Trump to win. They don't want Vivek Ramaswamy to win. If you watch the next day after the debates, they'll tell you everything you need to know who they wanted to win. They know Chris Christie can't win. They wouldn't mind Ron DeSantis. They could probably sway him the way they want to go. But their person is Nikki Haley. Listen, I don't know what your policies are. I can't tell you what they are. What to go with or whatever. My policies are simple. I'm America first. I love my country. Anything that goes against those policies or against my country, any policy that goes against my country, I'm not with it. Remember, guys, George Bush was a Republican, ladies and gentlemen. When I didn't know about politics, I thought he was the worst president ever, and he was up until that point. And that's why I voted for Barack Obama. I think Nikki Haley will make George Bush look like a walk in the park. Let's just say that. She's a hybrid of him, Dick Cheney, and the rest of these neocons. That woman's evil. And like Vivek Ramaswamy said, she's corrupt, and she is. But instead of talking about the substance that he was talking about in debate, what do they say? Even Fox News now. He's a misogynist. He's dangerous. Now, when Van Jones, whatever the fuck his name is, when he goes up there and plays the emotional strings and he's a Nazi and blah blah blah. Let me get this straight. The definition of a Nazi: a man that become almost a billionaire in this country, if not a billionaire, who's built company after company, wrote books, employed thousands of people, lived the American dream, is married to a beautiful woman, who's married to a great woman who's a surgeon, who does great work for people for free, he said. That's what he said in the debate. He makes all these medicines to help people. He's out here campaigning for the country. He's saying God is good and we all need to come together. That's a Nazi. That's why I back Vivek Ramaswamy. Okay? And that's why I don't watch Fox News. Again, I fell out with Fox News in 2020 when they called I think it was Arizona. They called Arizona in the presidential election before CNN did for Joe Biden, because they didn't want Donald Trump in. Now, when Donald Trump's in, of course, that's their boy because he's a Republican. They're all corrupt, ladies and gentlemen, Republicans and Democrats. Okay? CNN is just more, and Democrats are more bad with it. Speaking of Democrats, the Democrats are eating each other alive, ladies and gentlemen. They are eating each other alive. All that stuff they talked about for years, everything's racism. And by the way, Jamal Bowman got censored the other day. He shouldn't have got censored. He should have got arrested and put in prison. This is what I would have said if I was the Republicans. But again, the Republicans are weak. And it's a uniparty and they all work together. And they don't mess with the Democrats because they know the Democrats will get them back. And they're weak as hell, the Republicans. This is what I would have said, because Jamal Bowman did worse than what some of the J6ers did, that calmly walked into the Capitol building. This might get me in trouble. But they were led in and escorted through the Capitol building, by the way. This is what I would have said. I would have said, well, look, we're going to give him the same punishment on one condition. We find him guilty. He's going to go to prison. This is his thing. We let out all the J6ers that didn't do anything wrong, not the ones that, did something wrong. They should be retried too, by the way. And if they found that they weren't wrong, they should be not only let out, but compensated for life. But we're either going to censor him. We're either going to put him in prison and do the time with J6ers, or we're going to let all the innocent J6ers go. Which one you want to do? That's what I would do if I was the Speaker of the House. I like Mike Johnson, but again, he's too much of a nice guy. And he's too fucking weak. And that was one of my I had a doubt about Vivek Ramaswamy because he was so nice and so calm in his debates and in his interviews. But now he's taking the gloves off, and that's what I'm talking about. You want to win a fight, you got to get dirty with these. You got to get dirty with these people, man. And Jamal Bowman, to me, they should put him under the jail because he knows better, right? He knows better. But again, they won't do that. And the Democrats are eating each other from the inside out with the anti-Semitism, because what do they say? Everything is racism. Everything's racist. That's what they said about Jamal Bowman, the Democrats, when they were talking about censoring him. Where they say, oh, he's a black man, blah, blah, blah. You know, you can't do this to a black man. I'm sitting there going, are you guys going to actually talk about the substance and what he actually did when he pulled the fire alarm? He fucking lied about it, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse my language. He lied about pulling the fire alarm. The video showed that he lied. And then he gets nothing. So he gets censored. What's that mean? Oh, we're going to slap you on the hand and go, oh, well, next time you'll know not to do that again. Weak as hell. If I was Vivek Ramaswamy, because he doesn't have enough pull yet, but he will. He's gaining momentum. If you look under his, when he does videos or he gets interviewed, which, by the way, he gets interviewed by everybody. He's not afraid to go on independents, Republican, Democrats, you know, little small channels. He's trying to hit everybody. And when they listen to him, because he knows when he gets on the mainstream media, they're just going to cut him off and not let him talk. Like Brian Kilmeade and that stupid ass reporter after the debate, that blonde haired lady from CNN. He gets on there. What I would do if I was them, because I know, listen, let me say this before I say this. Donald Trump is not a Republican, ladies and gentlemen, and neither is Vivek Ramaswamy. So when they try to dis, oh, you didn't vote, and blah, you were a Democrat. He wasn't ever a Democrat. He was a libertarian. I used to be a Democrat. Who cares if you're a Democrat? You could change your party. Guess what? Donald Trump used to be a Democrat. Donald Trump is a yuppie from New York City, ladies and gentlemen. He's not a Republican. He's an America First guy. What I would do is say, you know what? Screw the Republican Party. This is what we're going to do, because obviously, forget the Democrat Party. What I would do is say, we're going to start an American Party. Either call it MAGA, which will really piss them off. Call it American Party, MAGA, the Constitutional Party, something, right? That way, these Republicans that think being a Republican is good, they'll know and they'll see the difference. Republicans are not America First, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not talking about all of them. There are some, but the Republican Party in general, they want power just like the Democrats do, except they're weaker than the Democrats. The Democrats are demons, man. They all work for the same boss. Just watch just look at who donates to them and watch how they vote. Matt Gaetz is not bought and paid for. Byron Donalds is not bought and paid for. Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's okay. Lauren Boebert, Anna Paula Luna, you know, people like that. America First politicians. They need to break up the party. Donald Trump needs to do that. You know what I mean? Because he's got the power to do that. And believe me, 75% of the party would go over there, and a whole bunch of independents will go over there, and some of the Democrats will go over there too. Not the woke far left ones. I'm talking about some of the old school Democrats. They'll go over there. The people that don't have TDS. But anyways, I'm out here fighting, ladies and gentlemen, and I need you guys to fight with me. And here's what I need you to do. I need you to take the information that you know and spread the word, right? If you have a Bitcoin wallet, like a Satoshi wallet or a Moon wallet or something like that, give out some Satoshis. But do it in a cool fashion, but make sure that they know that the money system is broken or something like that. If you don't have Bitcoin and you got silver, get your constitutional silver on, give them some dimes. But don't just give it to them without giving them the information and the knowledge, and give them your phone number and be a leader out here, because every one of you guys are leaders. Because damn it, if only one of you guys listen to me, I swear, it'll mean everything to me. It really will. And we got a lot of work to do, ladies and gentlemen. I know you guys don't want to hear this, and I know I'm swimming upstream when I say this, but this one I know that I'm at the right place at the right time. But Bitcoin is the way, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not telling you to buy Bitcoin. I'm telling you to study Bitcoin. And if you know anything about it, the worst allocation you can have to Bitcoin is zero, ladies and gentlemen. It is. I'm not telling you to sell your metals. I'm not telling you not to get your latte in the morning. I'm just telling you, get some Bitcoin up to the knowledge that you're at. If you're at zero knowledge, have zero Bitcoin. And also get the amount that you're willing to lose, right? because it's not guaranteed. To me it is, but to you it's not because you're brand new. It's the most guaranteed thing ever. To me, it's more guaranteed than precious metals. And again, I'll explain that down the line. But while Vivek Ramaswamy is fighting for this country, because he's fighting his ass off, he's working his ass off. Vivek 2024, he's fighting. And he's trying to fix his country. Meanwhile, to me, I'm trying to fix the world. And the only way to do that is to fix the money. And the only way to fix the money is through Bitcoin. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.